open the door or I'm gonna throw rocks through your windows, you dumb whore. What?
Hi, everybody. Are you excited? I'm excited. Oh my gosh, congratulations on your 1% cringe. I don't know if you've been 1% before, but congratulations on being so incredibly normal. Oh my god.
Why are you gay?
Forever normie, I feel that. Just kidding! All right, are you guys ready? I think I'm ready. Hi, everybody. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Guess what? It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday in it. It's been a while since we've gotten to stream live. Oh my god. Why are you running? Indeed.
Why are you running?
Why are you running indeed? There's no need to run. Hi, how are you guys? Hi. Oh my gosh. Guys, I don't know about you, but I'm excited. I'm excited to draw. And, well, I got a little too excited to draw. Let's just say I was very enthusiastic. I started drawing last night. Oh, hi. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. I'm your little butterfly. Hi. Hi. Thanks for being a super shopper. There it goes. Freaking huge. Yes, it is almost Halloween, which is very exciting. Guys, I hope you guys are excited to draw. I was so excited to draw last night during my D&D that I drew until 3 in the morning. So, you know, don't worry about that. I drew until 3 a.m., but it's not a problem. It's not, I can stop whenever I want. But I did go a little ham on our Zelda model. So let's just say that most of the model is complete. Aside from any like add-ons that we make during the event or during the game rather. And you know, the mouth shapes, which are kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie, kind of boring. So I'll do those off stream, but I'm gonna give you guys a little sneak peek because I just need to finish those mouth shapes and then get it rigged. And I have some fun effects that I have planned. So it's gonna look really great. So today instead, I'm thinking of working on my zine submission for a really cool charity zine that I'm going to be working on. Also, guys, I've been talking about thinking about Halloween, and I've got some really fun ideas. And so we may work on some preliminary stuff for that, but I might keep it a secret. So I don't want to spoil too much. I want to keep you guys excited. But happy almost Halloween month. Speaking of, I don't know if you guys can see because it's not at the top, but let's see here. There is a community art show and tell community goal. It is currently 33,000 channel points out of the 50,000. So if you would like to donate your points to that, please, please do. It's usually at the top of the page or the top of the chat, but it's gone away. So I don't know how to get that back, but thank you guys so much for your 30,000 pretzel points already, your 33,000 pretzel points. It's going to be really awesome to share your community art. I will have a form for that ready for Sunday, so you guys can start submitting your art. Actually, I might try to get one done tonight so you guys can submit, but basically it'd be a show and tell of your art. Which is really exciting. Basically just a day, and it might be for next Sunday, but basically have a day where we show off your art and talk about your art in a way that's not a critique. It's really just to show the cool art that you guys make. So I'm really excited for that. Thank you guys so much for slapping in your pretzel points. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, 71%. You guys are so close. Yeah, I didn't think that you guys would have any trouble getting that. Speaking of art that you guys are submitting, if you want to participate in the art challenge for September, the Mall Monthly. We have the Vegetable Miku Draw This in Your Style, and we have 4 submissions so far, and I believe another 1 or 2 of them on Blue Sky. So if you've been wanting to draw that Hatsune Miku, and you haven't already, please take a look at the Mall Monthly's channel and put your submission there because we're going to be looking at them this Sunday. So that's going to be really fun. Our next art challenge for October will be something to do with Halloween. So, but I'm going to keep it kind of hush hush. I'll have that ready for Sunday so you guys know for October. You have all of October to work on it. So it's going to be really fun. It's going to be a good time. Halloween falls on a Friday though. So I'm going to see what the schedule looks like for like when Halloween will be and how long it'll be. Still have some of the fine details to work out. But I'm going to be doing some work on that soon. But I hope you guys have had a fabulous week so far. Welcome in. Let me turn on the lights, y'all. Turn on those lights. There we go. Hell yeah. I'm super excited to show you guys what I was working on last night. I'm not even going to beat around the bush anymore. I'm not going to beat around the bush. All right. Are you ready? Okay. Do you guys want to see all of it, or do you just want to see some of it? Because I've got a little bit of it. Hold on. I did a little teaser on Blue Sky. You want to see all of it? Okay, all right. Well, here is just the top portion. You guys watched me work on this the other day, so nothing too fancy about some of the stuff that you're going to be seeing. This fairy I did completely last night. Super easy to draw, by the way. Like, didn't have a lot going on. Thank you. Yeah, we have halftone on this fairy. This is actually two little sparklies overlapped on top of each other. They are going to like change and like undulate. they're gonna be animated, so it won't always look like that. And yes, I put lighting on the hair because this is going to be the TTS that you guys can use. So the fairy will be a new TTS redeem that will be available for when we're playing Tears of the Kingdom only. So keep your eye out for the fairy. Because that'll be really fun. Also, for those of you that suggested the Triforce as an eye highlight, it wasn't looking big enough, so I made the eye highlights rupees instead. I hope you can forgive me. I made the eye highlights into rupees. I think that's really fun. I just had a good time with that. So yeah, you can see here that I'm holding the Master Sword. I was gonna do the decimated Master Sword, but it like ended awkwardly at my shoulder, so I just did the whole Master Sword. But you can kind of see my shoulder here has we kind of left off without any markings. We really had like the torso done. Hi, Mr. Merlot, how are you? We'd just gotten the torso done on stream, so I'm really excited to show you guys a little bit more. Oh, what's all that? Wait, what's that? Oh my, I decided to do the glowing arm. So here is the upper body. Again, these speckles, there's a bunch of speckles turned on at one time. So these speckles will also be like, you know, a slow animation. I can't make them fade, but they will just kind of change from one to the next. So yeah, so this is I was really excited to put the lighting on the body. I think the lighting looks really cool. It makes it feel a little bit more like interesting, I think. Thank you. Yeah, this was real. I was just kind of, we were playing D&D and I just kind of locked in. Most of D&D was honestly me working on this. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had like 5 different reference images up. It is what it is. So yeah, so that's the upper body. And then I have, here's the hole where I have these my little chanclas. I've got my little sandals on. There's nothing really going on with the lower body. It's just my legs, my twiggy little legs. But yeah, I look like I'm ready for an adventure. I look like I'm about to go cut some grass and break pots, and I'm really super stoked about it. I added this I added this strap here because Link has this, and it's like kind of like what he can attach some of his stuff to. But yeah, I really enjoyed. Also, I really like the teal color on the hair. I think it's fun. It's like Mandi to the left a little bit. So I think this is a really good time. I can't wait to rig this. I'm curious to try some different mouth configurations because I just have 4 mouth frames that swap out with each other. So I might make a slightly different arrangement of those frames, but I don't think it'll really matter. I know it's the same pose as the other outline, but something about having elbows and knees conveys something different. Oh yeah, not having my joints is I look like a little guy. I look like a little dude. I'm really excited. I actually haven't seen Mandi without joints, so you and me both. But yeah, no, this is really fun to do. So I'm really excited about it. The tassels will they're on their own layer. So those will flop around. I'm super jazzed with how this turned out. I had a really good time working on it, and I really like the lighting. I think it just kind of makes it feel a little bit more rounded. It's like I'm more worried this Mandi will get hurt for some reason. Oh. Well, this Mandi will have plenty of extra hearts, and we'll have to pray to a lot of goddess statues to make sure that this flesh prison doesn't succumb to the elements, you know? But yeah, this one I had a really good time drawing, and I can't wait to rig it and get it moving. I have been really enjoying doing like full body PNG models. I don't know. I want to do more posed ones. The DM's struggling to get your attention because you were locking in. Oh, no. Yeah, it's kind of a casual session and it's online. Hi, Jeannie. How are you? We all hang out on Discord. So, it was basically, we had a lot of story last night. So it wasn't so much, it was every person in the party got their own bit of story. So I was just listening while I was drawing. So that's why I got so much of it done. But yeah, I'm really, really stoked. I think it's gonna be really fun. Just like with Kingdom Hearts, I'm gonna be popped up in the corner here where I am now while we play our game. So it's gonna be really fun. And I'm excited to set up TTS. Though to be fair, that for the TTS bot that I use, Penny's voice is probably what I would equate to a fairy. So I'm gonna have to see if any of the other voices fit a fairy. Kind of, limited with your options, but it could be kind of funny to have like a British woman just telling me what to do. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with how this came out, and this is very fun to draw. So now that this art, again, I have a little bit left to do on
Here's
this.
your mall fact. Blue Rose 919. The mall's cinema features 20 identical theaters wherein shoppers can enjoy their favorite films in comfort. Only one of those theaters has ever been shut down, allegedly due to vandalism.
Yeah, don't worry about that one. Don't worry about that theater. No one goes in there anymore. Don't worry about that one. It's not really worth worrying too much about. But yeah, so this is really fun. I really like the silhouette. It looks very relaxed, very casual. And I do love that I'm just toting this sword. I've just held this sword. I'm excited to see what the fairy looks like. So how I was going to make this was I was going to have I was going to animate the fairy with an idle and an active. So when it's talking, I would have an active. And when it's not talking, I'd have an idle. However, I decided that in order to get a really nice look for the fairy, I'm gonna rig the fairy in. Oh, thank you so much. We're 75% of the way there. Thank you. So I'm gonna have the fairy rigged in PNG Tuber Plus as well, and I'm gonna have like a little graphic pop up and some sound effects that let you know that the fairy's been talking. The glowhead. Oh, thank you. Hi, Zach. Fairy, it's me. Let's go. Hi, Zach. How are you? Yeah, the little speckles will like have some sort of like limited animation. Same with the speckles here on the fairy. The wings will also move. If you want to see a test of the wings, let me see if I can do a little test of the wings for you real quick. We'll do wings B. So that's a test of the wings. Just 2 frames. I didn't think that it needed anything more complicated than that. So the wings are going to be flapping. I don't know if they're going to flap this fast, but the wings will flap. And these speckles will speckle. And it'll have like a slow, like up and down kind of bob, which will be really exciting. So it's going to be really fun. Really fun. There we go. So yeah, we're gonna have a TTS. We're also going to have, aside from the new TTS that we're gonna have, for Tears of the Kingdom alone. We are also going to have a boons and banes element. So I'm going to be coming up with a smattering of challenges and advantages that you guys can unlock. So I think for now it's going to be a redeem where once per stream you can make me roll on the wheel of advantages or disadvantages, and that would last for the entire stream. So something like I can't change my outfit, which could be bad depending on where we're going, and I'd have to adapt to that. Or it could be that I can't ride horses, or I can only travel on horse, which means I'd have to like get a horse and you know what I mean? Wherever a horse can't go, obviously, you know, things like that, things that make it a little bit more interesting, and things that impose a struggle, I think are really fun. And then I think I might have a smaller redeem where it can happen more often throughout the stream of little things like make a fused weapon, you know, right now. Like go find the most unconventional items and fuse them together. Or have one where you know, I have to like do a Korok puzzle or so, like find the nearest Korok puzzle, and I can't continue without doing one. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So you guys will have the opportunity to influence what I'm doing at least a little bit, because you know the game is so long and is a lot of exploration and a lot of climbing and just being a little guy in the wilderness and eating fruit and bugs. You know, hi Char. So you know, it's kind of it's for me. I think it's going to be a little bit more interesting and entertaining for you guys to be able to influence what it is that I'm doing. And I think for the duration of this game, again, trying to think of things that are really interesting, I may have a special daily redeem. So you can get like Korok seeds. So by the end, you can see how many Korok seeds you've collected. And maybe there's a special little prize for the person who's collected the most. I think that could be really fun. So we're gonna be playing on Friday. So we're gonna test out what kinds of things we like, and if you have more suggestions for stuff you want to see, maybe each week we can add another thing to the wheel. I think that could be really cool. So yeah, I think that's gonna be a really fun time. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. It's been a while since we played a game. Been a while since we played a Zelda game. And I've been really itching to play Tears of the Kingdom. And again, I'll be playing this on Discord as well, just to like, you know, farm a little bit. You know, kind of get a little bit of extra distance under my belt, so to speak. So yeah. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Well, I hope you guys are stoked. Today, and you know what too? Throughout, again, this game is a long one, but throughout this one, perhaps we can add accessories to this model as well. It could be really fun to do a vote or a poll on which of the like Bokoblin hats, you know, put a Bokoblin hat on here. That could be really cute. So yeah, things that we can add to the model as we're going. And I think, yeah, I want this to kind of evolve a little bit throughout the playthrough, because it, you know, we have a lot of ground to cover, and this is easy enough to make additions to, and I think that'd be really fun. So I want you guys to feel as if you guys have some sort of stake in the game, right? That you have something that you can contribute and something that you can kind of like, you know, impose my disadvantages and things. So with that being said, let me open up what I'm going to be working on today. I will be working on I'm going to be working on a zine that I was asked to participate in. It is inspired by a streetwear magazine from Japan. Hi. Thank you so much. Yeah, you're also drawing a self-insert? Same hat, Molly. Have a good lurk. Let me take a look at where I would have put that file. Hello, I'm looking for a file. If I were the file, where would I be? Also, guys, I have been thinking about Halloween, and I'm just gonna let you guys know that there is a component of Halloween. You'll know on Sunday, this Sunday, October 5th. You guys will find out how you can participate in Halloween. I'll have more dates and more solid things soon. But I'm super excited to share a really fun aspect of this year's Halloween with you guys. I'm looking for I'm trying to find my file. Oh, there. Okay. It's in my recent. Okay. So we're going to be working on this today. I was going to make this into a model similar to my Zelda one. Again, because I have a base to work off of. Would you guys want this as a model? As a PNG model? It's really cute. It just influences how I have to draw it. So whether I draw it with pieces or without. So, you know. Yes? Okay. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Okay, okay.
Mandi,
Yeah.
South Carolina is gone.
What do you mean by that? You can't just say I like playing dress up. Me too. Yeah, I do too. Hold on. Let me take off my sweatshirt. I have a pullover on. Let me take that off while you explain what happened to South Carolina. Is she okay? Hold on. Yeah, I was gonna work on this today. So I guess we're gonna make a new model out of it. To be honest, I just want an excuse to make another one. The more PNG models, the better. Hi, Santos. Welcome in. Thanks for the follow. Sorry. There we go. Okay. Let me get my drawing glove on. Sorry I'm snapping around. I keep forgetting to make a Labubu redeem. There we go. Yeah, we're agreeing. You got it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do with this, I will,
I signed an
probably.
NDA. I'm sorry. South Carolina is gone. That's all I can say.
Okay, all right. She's gonna have to come back to us, though. I miss her already. Oh no. I didn't even realize, guys. I didn't do this on purpose. The arm being bent like this, I didn't realize that my model already has the arm bent like that. Oh. Also, if stream is dropping frames, I'm sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. My internet's pretty solid, but I'm seeing that OBS is dropping some frames, which is kind of concerning. OBS has been behaving poorly recently for a lot of people. So if you notice a lag in stream, just refresh. Okay, let me then open recent to my Kingdom Hearts model. Yeah, I totally didn't even realize that that I have this arm up. I sketched it out and I didn't even think about it. But I think this pose is just such a nice pose that I'm, you know. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is the zine illustration needs to be 3-arm Mandi. Oh yeah. So I have this is because when I'm speaking, the arm pops up. So I'm speaking and then it pops up, it's just so I have multiple. This is a fully pieced out model file. At least, it's kind of limited because I didn't need that many pieces, but this is a file that's workable, which is why I kind of need to decide whether this is going to be a model first or not. But it also has to be a cool illustration. So what I'll do is I am going to make a version that is the model art so that, I can make it, a good size, stuff like that. And then after I'm done doing that, I will place it in the set and I'll put some more interesting lighting on it and make it feel a little bit more like an actual illustration. But that being said, let me save this as We're gonna go to art. Okay. Produce zine model. There we go. There we go. Let me put some better music on, by the way. There we go. After this, I might put on my my mall playlist. Okay. Hi, Sin. How are you? Ah! You got it. We have a song request. Let me slap that in there. Joyride, joyride. Good time tonight. Okay. So, oh, I'm sorry. There's a 10-minute cooldown on it. So let me see how big this is compared to how big it is here. Okay, wait a minute. It's actually the same size, pretty much. This looks a little larger. Joyride. It's a little bit maybe not. Seems about right, actually. So I might not have to have any issues with scaling. I think the canvas size is just a bit larger, so that's cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my sketch and I'm going to put it into a separate file. And focus on making the art for this, because this is really like the centerpiece. So I'll focus on making this, and then we'll pop it into scenery eventually and put some cool lighting on it. How hard would it be to mix and match these Mandi parts? Because again, I love playing dress up. It depends. So for this, I mean, the torso is one entire piece, like torso and legs. So if the outfit can fit in this like vibe, then yeah. I mean, and as long as the arms are in the same place, then yeah, they would work. They would fit. So for example, I could make a new arm or like paste an arm and like make new, but in terms of changing them out in the same model, I would have to like basically like I'd have to make a new model like in PNG2 Plus and then like swap out the pieces and then open up the program. Like it wouldn't be something I could do instantaneously. You know what I mean? Okay, so let me grab this. And we're going to use this again as our base. I shouldn't. Let's see. Okay, so let me get rid of this butterfly layer here. Oh, I see you. I see. So some of these things are going to be, you know, a little bit cleaner than they are now. But yeah, so I just basically want to take a look at how I want this separated. So obviously the two arms, the torso, I might want to put some extra bounce on the skirt. So the skirt's probably going to be separated from the top. I want these butterfly shaped bows to flap on their own. So I'll have to make 2 frames for each of these. And everything else should be pretty straightforward. I'll probably, for like the earrings, since it's so large, I'll probably keep the earrings separate so that it can like dangle. And maybe the necklaces, but I don't know how much that needs to, I don't think that has too much that it needs to. So let me reflect this and position it in about the same place. You can see here that it's pretty similar. I might have to do some adjusting. Yeah, it's slightly larger, I think. Let me put this down a little bit more. Could be too that I just rotate the head down as well. So I can just rotate the head forward. Whoa! I forgot to grab the eyes. I forgot the eyes are separate. Yeah, so it's just slightly different. Maybe the neck, get the neck adjusted first. You are my soda pop indeed. Okay. Hello? Okay. I'm your soda pop. Every time I drink up. Hi! Welcome in, Raiders. Oh my gosh. Welcome in, everyone. How are you? Hello. Hi, Arcade Fire. How are you? Welcome, everybody. It's an arcade raid. Welcome in. Oh my gosh. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. I'm Mandi Quin, Mall Mannequin, illustrator, animated professional goober, and your cyber liaison to the digital mall. And today, we're currently going to be working on this Lolita, this gothic Lolita style PNG model, which will also be used as an illustration for a charity zine. Love your model. Thank you so much. Welcome in. What were you doing today? I hope you had a wonderful stream. Hello. Also, if any of you guys need to raid and run and take care of yourselves, please do. Please feel free, raid and run, get some water, get something to eat. And sorry if my frames drop at all. OBS has been having some difficult times lately. Gonna have to raid and run. Hope stream goes well. Thank you so much, and thanks again for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. This music's kind of crazy in my ears. Doing some art? Oh, hell yeah. Well, if you need to go, take care of yourself. I know you said you got to run. If you want to share art tags before you leave, feel free. But there's no rush and there's no pressure. I hope you have a fabulous night. Let me try to get this scaled. Okay, so this is about the correct scale. So now I'm going to put this on top here. I rotated the head a little bit. Whoops. I rotated the head a bit, and now I'm going to rotate this arm. I'm going to put my mall playlist on, by the way. There we go. We're going to go with some oldies. I hate the sound of that. Okay. Going to try to rotate this arm a little bit to get it feeling a little bit more in line with what we have. I don't want to... I like my sketch so much, so I don't want to get too far from it. The torso is rotated forward, so we're definitely going to have to do some repositioning. However, it should still work well for my purposes. So let me... Sorry, I'm going to be doing a lot of flopping back and forth. So the torso, the neck is in the right place, but the torso is more angled forward. So I'm just trying to get it approximately where I need it. And I'll get rid of this arm. The arm's gonna be kind of different anyway. Just trying to get it approximately where it needs to go. And then we'll work on getting it looking a little bit closer. Not the light flashing from the storm outside. Oh no. Oh, I hope your internet survives. Okay. So I'm gonna start with the head. I think that'll probably be the best thing to update. And I'm gonna copy this. This will be reflected, so I'm gonna have to remember to put my my beauty mark there and remove my nose piercing, which will be pretty easy to do. So I'm gonna keep this like this. And we're gonna go to the. I'll do the head first. I think that might be the easiest thing to update. For those of you that were here the other day while I was working on the Zelda piece, obviously there's a lot of back and forth with these odd, you know, this very odd setup. So, hell yeah, let me pop this into the queue. Thanks so much. Add it in. Hi, King of Dawn. So the biggest thing is that my bangs are different. I'm basically going to have to redraw the bangs entirely. So I'm not too concerned about that. But I'm going to use this as a base. So, you know, seeing that it's going to be a base isn't too bad. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to separate what I need from here and get rid of everything else since it's a little bit cluttered right now. There we go. That'll make it a bit easier for us to maneuver it around. Bangs are fun. Okay, so now that's a bit better. That's positioned approximately where it needs to be. So the one thing that I did with the bangs is I kind of like fluffed them out a little bit more and I like brought them over the forehead. So I'm gonna put this, let me release clipping mask, hold on. Hold on. We're gonna also have to get rid of the mole on that side. Hi, how are you? Actually, it's just gonna go over to this side. Everything's kind of reflected. So I'm gonna make sure that I'm grabbing. I might change my line art color, but for now I'm keeping it the same like brown color. And I have a heart-shaped mole right here. I don't have to do anything to my sideburns, which will make it a lot easier. I don't have to like really do too much to the face itself, which is great. Great for me. That looks so fuzzy. Okay, it's a little bit better here. Is it the brush that I'm using? Probably. Kind of like this little Marina and the Diamonds moment. How will you pale? Just gonna paint the face a different color. Okay, so I've successfully swapped. As for the earrings, let's see. You know, let me just focus on one thing at a time. The hair first. Let me turn off the color. And I also will have a different head for each mouth movement. I could just do like 1, 2, like open, closed, but I do have 4 shapes. That'll be relatively straightforward to edit. So the first thing I'm going to do here though is I'm going to like turn the mouth into more of like a down, like a little pouch. Super easy to do. Done. A little bit of drama. A little bit of drama in your life, eh? And then the bangs, which I will be altering here. But I'm not gonna reinvent the wheel too much. Yeah, you can already see how much, how similar it is, because I did just draw my sketch on top of the model, because I knew I really wanted to use this as a base. So I do like how much like volume I got up here. So what I'm gonna just do is I'm gonna grab this and I'm just gonna rotate it up to match that volume on the bangs that I got. Try to capture the same vibe. There we go. Just a little bit of extra oomph. And then you can see here the bottom is like a darker blue, which is really fun. I like that. I really like this like indigo. So we for the Zelda model, we turn the hair to like a teal, and for this model it's more of like an indigo. Okay. There we go. Actually thinking, yeah. That's the fun thing about having a model that you kind of want to use as like a base. It's really just thinking about ways to make it, you know, a little bit different each time, but you know, you have something to work off of. It takes some of the stress off of like, takes a little bit of the stress off of like creating something from scratch. Hi Drake, how are you? There we go. Keeping the bangs really straight and angular. Yeah, I think this is the only Hula Gang song I have, Zach. I'm sorry. A little bit of detail in the bangs here. Hi, baby Zoda, how are you? Hi, hi, hi. Welcome in. Man. Let me know if stream is buffering for you guys at all. Let me know if it's been kind of silly, because it keeps saying that I'm dropping frames or that the bit rate's going down, but I haven't changed anything. I think Twitch is just on something. Twitch or OBS. Oh, it's the song. Okay, I see. What's the band? Joey Valence. It was buffering for me earlier. Okay. Need sleep, but I'm fine. Okay. Well, take care of yourself. Okay, yeah, just let me know if it gets too unbearable to watch, because I want to make sure that it's not, you know? You know what? Yeah, let me refresh that, by the way. Let me refresh that. Interesting. It doesn't even say that I have snip open. Okay, hold on. Buffering for me, but I think it's a Twitch problem because it's been happening earlier. Oh, okay. All right, song should be updated. They allegedly closed down several data centers recently. Interesting. Okay, all right. Yeah, it says my drop frames is 4,700. Jesus Christ. All right. Hopefully stream holds out for us. I don't know if it's a my end thing. I don't think so. Haven't had any issues with like my weather or anything, so we'll see. Maybe I'm your... Has it? Okay. Yeah, just let me know how you guys are doing, okay? I want your world, I'm your calendar girl. I'm on your calendar, girl. We haven't listened to the mall mix playlist in a while, so I'm excited we get some of our bangers. Actually, yeah, I'm going to keep it up like this. Up here. Yeah, it seems it has moments of being fine. Yeah, it has moments of being all good, but now I'm just like, When I stream at the 1 hour mark, Twitch will randomly cut off and come back. Interesting. What the heck? Yeah, I'm still dropping frames, but we'll keep our eye on it, guys. The calendar girl. Thanks so much for contributing to the show and tell. When we unlock that, it's probably going to be next Sunday that we do the show and tell. So you guys will have a whole week to submit to it. All right, I'm getting a little bit of a tangent here. So I'm going to try to see if I can't make a different shape to make it a little less tangent-y. I'm a calendar girl. I could also just have this go straight into the blue, you know, and keep the end of the bangs ambiguous, like this. Because it does just kind of morph into being blue up there, but I'm not sure I like that. So I just have to make the difference between bangs and the rest a little bit more obvious. Yeah, I think maybe like here, have a little bit of the head showing, so it feels a little bit more like they're bangs and that they're separate. Probably only stay for like half an hour so I can sleep. Yes, go take care of yourself. I might also just keep this as like a... Yeah. So there are the bangs. For those of you that don't know, this outfit is inspired by Mana, who is a Visual K musician. Visual K is like, it's not technically a genre, it's more of like a fashion, like street fashion vibe, but like a lot of J-rock bands are Visual K. Not all, but like a lot of them kind of like play up a cool style. And Visual K kind of just transcends a whole bunch of vibes. So like, for example, you could have something a little bit more like goth Lolita. You could have something a little bit closer to like streetwear. It really does just depend. So I'm trying to give the impression that the hair is pulled up here, which means I'll probably get rid of this. Mandy's eyes face forward, which means they're a predator. I'm not a predator. If anything, I'm the prey. Your eyes face forward. Are you a predator? I don't think so. I guess technically in the food chain, yes, but... Alright. The hair is going to be kind of subtle here, so I don't... Yes! I love your content-aware, bit-crushed looking little... You're silly. You're so silly. Alright, I'll leave this as, like, the pull-up part, and then I did have an idea to have some twists in the hair. Where the butterfly clips. So if you've ever seen like it was like a very popular 90s and 2000s way to like wear your hair where like the top would be twisted and then there would be like butterfly clips in it. Looking for steampunk outfits, refs, and Pinterest just suggests Sid the Sloth to me as an outfit. Yeah, that's the quintessential. What are you talking about? That is the steampunk. I don't know what you're on about. So let me see if I can't do some like twist looking. I'm doing a sketch to see if I like the vibe. It might be too much, but basically, because like the way that my bangs are shaped kind of like you know, changes how the hair would have to be like constructed. Okay, so if I had like some no, okay, because the problem that we have here is that the bangs aren't like separate, you know what I mean? It's like one big unit. So I could just have butterfly clips in the hair just regardless. The twists might make it a little too complex, but let me keep trying because I like that idea. Maybe I just keep them a little bit further back rather than coming so far forward. Because it adds a really interesting texture. My God. I'm dropping frames like crazy. It's been a long time since I've dropped frames. I also haven't done the new OBS update because it's been breaking a lot of stuff for people. So maybe there's that. Yeah, I know. I don't even know if restarting the stream would help. You know? God. What the fuck is happening? Why is it dropping like crazy? Are you guys still able to hear me at all or what? Nobody, I know everybody. Okay. Alright, okay. Yeah, alright, there's definitely a delay as well. So give it a cheeky refresh. Damn. I can't believe how awful the quality is today. Also, I don't know if many people got notified that I was live. Who knows? Very strange on these days. It is a Tuesday, so I expect it to be a little slower though. Okay, so here's kind of the vibe. These would be colored so they're not so odd. And then butterfly clip, like where so hold on. So there's like a butterfly here, a clip here, probably have a clip here. Notification thing was either a little after you said you were live or right before it. I can't remember. For Discord. Oh, interesting. God damn it. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should restart or if that like wouldn't help at all. You know what I mean? That's frustrating. It says I'm okay now, but I mean I don't know what else there is to do about it, you know? Yeah, I usually don't have this many problems with Twitch. So, and again, I don't know if it's OBS or if it's Twitch. Everybody. Felt sick earlier, gonna head out to bed. Oh, have a good night, Celador. Thanks for hanging. I hope you feel better. If we keep dropping frames, y'all, I might restart. but I mean, I don't know how worth it is. Hi. Okay. So here is like as if it's like a row of butterfly clips. Almost like a little tiara. Just to find my samurai. And still a little shy. Yes, I need my samurai. I'm your little butterfly. Okay. Get this one here. Speaking of 2000s outfits, Visco Girls is considered old now. I hate it's only 6 years old. Oh, six is nothing. Kind of dropping every time I talk or move. That's fucked. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I guess I should restart. Let me see if restarting helps. If it doesn't, then we might have to figure something out. Because I don't want you guys to have to deal with that. It's kind of annoying. If you restart, check which ingest server OBS is going through. Okay, all right. How do you even do that? Let's do, I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means. I'm going to be so real with you. Yeah, I'm now in the 10,000. Might have auto put you on one of the less optimal for Twitch. Oh, man. This is frustrating. Okay. Let me save. Save. Yeah. Okay, hold on. While we're in the ads, let me take a look. How do you even check that? Settings, stream, select your desired platform. Okay. Settings, stream, server, auto, recommend. Okay. All right. I don't want you guys to have to go through ads again either. Gonna just try to get this curved a bit more so it looks a little bit better. Okay. I'm gonna wait for the ads to be over so I can at least chat with you guys a little bit. I have 12,000 dropped frames and it's getting worse, so I don't know what to do about that. So let me go back to my chatting screen. Okay. Ads are almost over. So in the meantime, guys, for those of you that can hear me, I am going to try swapping my server. I might restart my whole computer if this is going to be an issue. I don't know if that would help, but you know, it might. But yeah, we'll see in a second. Okay, welcome back everybody. So I went to this screen for a second. I don't want stream to be a glitchy, sputtering mess the whole time. It's kind of garbage. So, I am going to check. I don't know literally anything about OBS servers. I don't really know what to do about that. I'm going to check the settings. I didn't touch anything. I didn't change anything. So if this is a consequence from Twitch, then that really fucking sucks. It's set to auto for the server for streaming. It just says server automatic, which is recommended. So it's, who knows, but I'm not having any luck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by restarting OBS and see if that helps. But this is really unacceptable. So let me let you guys know in the chat as well, because I don't even know how much of this you're hearing. That's fucked. All right. So I'll be right back. We'll be right back. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll see if a restart of OBS helps it. So I'll see you guys soon. 1 second, everybody.